What's up, everybody? Welcome to Tablestory Spark of Eternity. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody.
Be back again.
Yeah.
Welcome to the sparkliest of turnips. How's everybody doing? How was your holiday? Welcome back. Oh my god, it's been so long. I've forgotten what all of your faces look like.
I've forgotten what my face looks like.
Wait, which character am I playing in this
legitimately
one?
forgot how to do my face today.
Oh, I'm playing Peachy, right? Is that it? I'm playing.
Okay. Do it.
Cool.
Give us your best Peachy.
Merch.
Hello, mate. I have merch.
Mate.
Nailed it.
Applause all around.
Thank you. I'd like some.
Excellent. True RP.
That was the hottest of blue impersonations that I've ever seen.
The first hot blue of the
We
year.
have not forgotten.
I'd like some Tablestory Oscars in the chat, please. I think I deserved it for that.
It's good to have everybody back. Welcome back to the show. If you've never seen the show before, this is a D&D 5th edition homebrew campaign that we run here on the show. It's a special world that I, as well as the players and chat, have helped to create. And yeah, it's been a while. Katie, it's been like 3 weeks for you, I think. Something like that, right?
3 weeks?
Something like that.
Since I've been here? Yeah,
Yeah.
I legitimately forgot how to do my makeup.
Yeah.
Like, I had to go look at pictures of myself. It was insane. I missed you guys, though. Your voices are sweet to hear.
Well, I'm sure all of us are
Even
glad
that
to have you
one.
back. The screeching toad.
Yeah. I missed you the most.
Wow, that means so much.
Yeah, so welcome back to the show. Why don't we go around and let's introduce our players and let's hop into things, because we haven't been doing anything for 3 weeks, and I think everybody's kind of chomping at the bit to do some D&D stuff here. So yeah, Katie, why don't you start us off?
Hey there, my name's Classy Katie. You can find me over at twitch.tv/ you guessed it, Classy Katie. Family-friendly material. Actually, for the past 2 weeks, I have been PG, so bring your children. It's been a really weird experience. I play...
How have you done this?
Because I've been
Master?
stuck on the front page carousel every single day since Christmas.
Oh,
Stuck.
Oh, what a shame.
Tis a blessing and a curse, bitches. Tis a blessing and a curse.
Because all of the profanity...
IRL.
It's all of the profanity that Katie normally spews to everybody else. She has censored herself, and all of this profanity has bled out from her into the trash-like components of the trash from the front page. So now you can see a direct correlation as to how much trash the chat will spew that's normally inside Katie.
It's inverse. It's
Yes.
literally exactly what's going on. So it's been PG lately. You're very welcome to come by. I play Prada, the super neurotic tiefling who's afraid of fire. Lovely to see you all.
Thank you. Mac?
Hi. You can find me on twitch.tv/McQuanas. I had a really good holiday, just doing nothing, playing World of Warcraft, so all in all was great. I'm playing Ophelia. I want to say Ignia, but no, that's not me. Ophelia, she is a very young tiefling sorcerer, and we just met an old new friend of hers that I totally already forgot about. Which might be PG's new third character.
I can't do it. I can't do voices. What is going on with me today?
It'll be fine.
Frog.
We'll make Peachy play your character, and you play Peachy's character for the rest of the day.
Did we just meet Peachy's character?
Really,
Yeah.
Locke?
So now you can just go ahead and canonize all of the stuff that you say for his character. It'll be great.
I love it.
Make it all canonical. He wears the those bear slippers. He wears those all the time now. You know.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm down. Can you wear like bare paw kind of like things too? So it's like mittens?
No. He's got to change it up. You got to go with a different animal for the hands.
Tentacles. We're good. Just or crab claws.
There you go.
And he goes
That's
for the
thinking
thing.
outside the box.
There you go.
Yeah.
Crab claws.
He goes for the Britney Spears style shirt and pulls it through.
Mm-hmm. But he has like a nice big tuft of hair that's just like a cloud.
Where's the tuft?
It's like a chest hair. It's like
Oh,
Just one, just a
just
chest.
a single,
It's
a
a
single very
Loops
long
around.
chest hair that's just wrapped so far that it just like a little poof.
Your next fan art Void Smoker has been decided. Vandy, why don't you go next?
Oh God! As an artist, I feel bad, but okay. Hi guys, I'm Omji Vandy. I play. Oh my God, Lucky, the I'm not a tiefling. I'm a human cleric, but my brother is a tiefling, and if you watched the previous episodes, you know exactly why. I am very excited to be back here. I have missed playing D&D so much. I wanted to play a lot more D&D over this break, but it just didn't happen.
December is the month of just plans being ruined.
Yeah.
It's atrocious.
Well, and I tried to play even outside of Twitch, and it was just like I played once. So brutal. I just want to get together with people and play D&D.
Yeah, you think it's easy, but it's not. Trying to align several people's schedules for a consistent time is the hardest thing to do in the universe.
Yep.
Even for one day, which is the disturbing parts.
Yeah.
I remember I took my friends 2 years to plan a trip, which was my birthday gift. 2 years.
2 years.
7 people to get together for one day.
That's a little.
Was it exactly 2 years? So it was technically on time.
And now it was about like 2 years and a half. Really.
Wow.
Okay.
The other hardest thing in the universe, the hardest of bodies, Peachy. Why don't you go next? Look at you, you slim son of a bitch.
I am wearing my favorite t-shirt at the moment. It's the only cutoff I've got that actually fits me. The other one just kind of hangs and... You do not want to see what's under here. Hi, I'm Peachy!
there's nothing under there anymore.
It's nothing. It's
Void.
gone. It's
There's a
gone.
void.
I've actually... dying. I've actually noticed that my self-esteem about myself has gone up, so I'm going to hit some kind of ego epoch, and it's going to be a nightmare, and then the entire world is going to come crashing down around me on twitch.tv/PeachyPixelate. So come and watch that. I'll be playing it begins with a P. I swear to you. Is it
I'll be playing Peachy.
Pontonius. Pontonius.
It's an R, not an N.
No, it isn't.
Yes, I mean, it is. I mean,
It's Pontonius. That's not an R, that's an N, okay?
it's
Regardless of what it says there.
you have it in your character sheet.
Look, all right. Look, nobody said spelling was a prerequisite for this campaign. Nobody said that.
Look, it's there on the screen in the Roll20 window. P-O-R-T.
It's on the overlay too.
And the overlay, yeah.
Oh, it's on the overlay? I mean, okay, I now play fourth character, Pontonius.
I mean, that's what you had for your character. That's why I put it on the overlay,
In
Peachy.
that case, I feel it doesn't know you anymore. This is
You know how anal I am about this stuff. Are you kidding me?
It was gone for one episode. What happened?
Peachy's an idiot. He can't even spell his own character's name. That's what happened.
Do you know who you are? Are you having a crisis of
I
identity?
don't know who I am. I'm having an existential crisis right now. Next.
You are not a fish man.
Keep in mind, chat, that Peachy actually hated Sir Mosley Chapelbaum and wanted to get rid of him, which is why he has the character that he has right now. And, yeah, I just... I guess we should just be happy he's got a character sheet at this point.
One letter. That's it. One letter. Portanias. Some Portanias. Or whatever. Just the next thing.
Christ.
Do you want to talk about anything, PG?
No!
If we start talking about something Peachy wants, it's gonna end up being a therapy session. We're gonna be here all day, like.
You're gonna be like, yeah, but how do you breathe during that? And I'll be like, you don't.
Zagoticus.
Just go on to the next person, please.
Hey everyone, I'm Zagoticus. I play Locke, and he's a tiefling warlock. He is the twin brother of Lucky, and yeah, we do cool things. I've got new tricks at level 6 that I'll hopefully get to show off to the group eventually. And you guys can follow me on all the places. It's Zagoticus everywhere. If you want to find my Twitch, just type my name into the address bar and put a dot before the us. Go to zgotic.us and that takes you straight to my Twitch page. And also stay tuned for the Zgodcast, my podcast starting sometime in the next month or so-ish. Q1. Working on it.
Thank you very
Got
much.
guest booked and everything.
Guest booked.
God damn.
Yeah.
Doing some work, man. Doing some work. That shit's not easy to set up. Thank you, Zagonicus. I'm Wacksteven. I am your GM of Doom. I'll be dragging the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. And I hope you guys enjoy it. The players during the last session had a pretty heavy RP show last session. We got a look into the insight between Lucky and Locke, and how Lucky is extremely worried for her brother's sort of ease of being able to sort of jump into the fray without sort of worry or concern for his own well-being. And it's definitely deeply affected her for sure. They had a pretty intense conversation about everything, and they learned some things about each other, and specifically Lucky learned a lot about what happened previously in a town called Twin River, where she learned that due to some of Locke's life choices, there were some unscrupulous characters that were after him and sort of took things out on their family as recompense. It was a difficult bit of information for Lucky to learn, and they had a bit of a fight in the mines of Foxden in the process. It ended with some tears and with some intense emotions, but I think like a lot of family squabbles, those kinds of things happen a lot, and it's usually a good thing because you can move on and get past it, and hopefully they've done that. We're going to start today's session off a week after the events of last session. So I'd like to do some really quick sort of profession stuff. If we could get started with that, that'd be great. So a week after the events of the last session that we had, it's now brutally cold. Much colder than you would expect for kind of like the beginning of winter, and it's many degrees below freezing at this point. The Mason's Lake has basically frozen over, mostly frozen over. There's sort of spots of moving water. The waterfall is obviously still crashing down, so some of the water is still unfrozen, but the edges of the lake are frozen, and snow has been falling somewhat regularly throughout the area. It's like that brutal cold though, where it like doesn't even want to snow. It's so cold. Everyone in town is dressed in their sort of winter clothes, heavy coats and such, and have been in high demand. The furrier and the hunters have been working sort of overtime to try and provide everybody with warm clothing, as well as the woodcutter providing everybody with ample firewood and such for the winter. There has been an influx of people throughout the time before the winter started. Most importantly, recently you guys got a pretty welcome addition to the village, a master metalsmith by the name of Jort. He's a dwarf, and he is a sort of very gruff fellow from your encounters with him, Lucky. He's not happy that he has not immediately been given control of the magical forge that has been created. And it's been a constant sort of argument that has been happening for the last week or so. So what I'd like to do is go through and have everybody tell me what they did with their time for the last week, and we'll do some profession stuff. Prada, what would you have done?
Herbalism, because I'm behind a week.
Okay, fair enough. So
I'm totally behind on herbalism stuff.
So all 7 days.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a herbalism tool check. Your basic herbalism tool is right under passive perception on the left. Whoa, 23. Okay,
Woo!
very nice.
Who's classy Katie?
Yeah, I guess we'll have to get another roll. Psych.
Oh.
Get wrecked.
Like my dad.
I clenched a little there.
My ass was like, it'd be a 1.
Welcome back to the show. Roll me again.
Happy 2019.
Oh my god.
2019.
Yeah. Shank shank.
So, why don't you go ahead and let's see what you get here. So the 23.
Yes.
Let's make some.
What a good choice, Catherine. I mean, Prada.
Okay, so
Ready.
three uncommons, one very rare, and one rare herb.
Ooh.
Nice haul for you. So that's going to net you quite a lot of herbalism points. 16 herbalism points.
Dang.
Very nice. Do you know what your total is now?
Please. See, that would have been my second roll. Just saying. Just ignore that.
The first roll of this campaign for 2019.
Lord.
What are you rolling?
I'm trying to edit it, and it's rolling.
Edit what?
My herbalism, so I can add the 16.
Oh, no. You shouldn't be adding your herbalism points to that. You should have a note somewhere.
I have them right here.
Okay.
Are you asking what my total is?
Yeah, what's your total?
Oh, my total right now is 39.
39, okay.
Yeah, because last time wasn't bad, and then the first time I literally think I got like 2 points.
Okay, fair enough.
I found like mud balls. What did I get?
Okay, I'll go over the herbs that you got in a minute. I'm just gonna kind of power through everybody's rolls.
I'm just gonna sell them all anyways.
Okay. All right, so I will say that you make a total of 25 gold pieces.
Yes.
I won't go through and name all the herbs.
No.
Ophelia, why don't you give me your basic herbalism kit roll? Or how many are you?
I want to do 5 days, and I want to use the other 2 days to like bond with Portinaeus.
Okay. Sure. Give me
I mean, it's been a while, and I wanna, yeah.
Sure. Give me a basic herbalism kit check. An 11. Okay. You actually got some decent rolls and with only 2 less. $11 herbalism points. And you made 15 gold.
Okay.
You got really lucky. I rolled for quality 3 tables for Katie, and you rolled for quality 1, and you got almost the same kind of stuff,
Nice.
which is way, way less likely.
So it was 15 gold
15 gold pieces, yeah.
and 11 points.
Yeah, 11 points. Okay, and as far as your bonding with Portinaeus, I'll let you two kind of decide how you want to play that out. But if you guys have kind of been hanging out a bit, I guess you can assume that maybe you've kind of helped each other with some projects or whatever. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah.
I've probably been cooking a lot, so maybe you've come in between to come and
You could have been finding some
Sure.
some like basic herbs for your cooking.
try and make it taste a bit better.
Some spices and stuff. Lucky, what have you been spending your time doing? Besides dealing with the near constant arguing of the people in the forge.
So tiring. I'd probably work just as much as I can without going crazy, and then is the lake frozen enough that people could possibly stand on it or skate on it?
So because of the waterfall, like the central part of the lake is kind of like unfrozen because there's a river that comes from the lake, the basin here that goes through the bridge on the southern part of town and heads out. So the edges of the lake are kind of frozen. I don't know if it's really safe to stand on. It's probably like one of those, like everybody's kind of like, you probably shouldn't do that.
Okay.
Kind of things.
Well, then I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably see if I could organize a small like winter event in half of my time, and then in the other half I'd just be doing some of the smithing.
Okay. What do you mean like a winter event? Like a sort of holiday kind of thing?
Yeah, like a little kind of get together where the town
Winter,
kinda
like a
comes
winter
together.
solstice kind of thing?
Yeah,
or-
yeah, like a winter solstice thing.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So give me. So I'll say that you can roll me your basic blacksmithing check,
Okay. Let me grab that here.
and then after that, I want you to roll me a persuasion check.
Sure. 1 second. This is
Based on your persuasion check, it will occupy X more amount of days. Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
no. I
Yeah,
was gonna ask
so-
if I can use luck points, but last time I asked that, you were just like, no, that's bullshit.
Not for
so.
the profession. No, unfortunately, no. Okay.
Oh man.
So, what's going to happen is you spent most of your time trying to get some kind of event going, and it just fell through. So, what I'd like for you to do is roll me a 1d2.
1d2.
Yep.
Okay.
So, how many days of actual blacksmithing work you managed to accomplish?
Oh, good. 2.
So five days of your week were trying to get something together for the winter solstice. There was a combination of not enough interest, as well as there was just a sort of feast for Mason recently. A lot of the town stores were used. People are worried about the winter. It's a lot of worry and people just expecting to have to brace themselves for the winter as much as possible, so they want to try and conserve their supplies. So it was just like a really horrific week of you begging and pleading and running around town trying to come up with plans and stuff, and people sort of not really being helpful or interested in any way. You sort of took on a Jehovah's Witness role for the week. It was just atrocious.
Oh, oh God. Oof. That's a big oof there.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, as far as blacksmithing goes, because of the new addition of the Master Metalsmith, the village has the benefit of his knowledge and skills in making a lot of like necessary metal components for things, fixtures, sort of fastenings and stuff for the various structures around the village, as well as tools and things. So that has kind of been taken care of. And Jort is not the most friendly person in any way, so he's kind of forced you to do a lot of work on the in the smelter, you know, like just because he's kind of taken over one of the positions on an anvil and is just not pleasant in any way. So it's been a brutal week for you, on top of the fact that you've had to deal with the whole situation with Locke and dealing with those emotions and everything. You've also tried to set something up for the village and have some kind of joyous occasion to also be aware and to put forth some effort for your deity. But it's not going well. It's just not going well.
Not so lucky.
Yeah. Okay. Poor Danaeus, you've been doing some cooking. Is that right?
Yeah, I've been mostly cooking. I figure a lot of people come. I probably see most people in the village coming for food and that, because I also want to chat to anyone who comes around while I'm cooking.
Okay. So there's not like an inn or anything at the moment in the village. The village has been focused on trying to get a barracks and some kind of wall fortifications built. So most of the stonemasons and most of the builders and things have been focusing on that. They've been trying really hard to get a barracks built, and let's see how they have done. They have not gotten as much accomplished as they would have liked. So most of the builders and the stonemasons have sort of been drafted into doing these tasks. You know, without the lack of an inn or a reasonable way to sort of feed a lot of people, you've kind of been going off of the whole, like, hearth fire kind of thing, right? Like, you've just got a sort of big cooking pit and, you know, whatever kind of cooking utensils and things and whatnot you can use on there. Okay, so why don't you give me a roll for that?
Meat and root vegetables kind of deal.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll for your basic cooking set. Okay, an 18.
Why is that 2?
Because you got to go to the cog and change your thing to toggle.
Character.
Yeah, toggle advantage. Okay. And how many days have you been spending with Ophelia? And
Well, Ophelia's been coming around while I've been cooking, right? So
Yeah, I would say like I would have taken like
so you took 2 days,
2
right?
days, yeah,
Okay.
to like actively, you know, hang out
All right.
and talk about what happened, etc.
I feel like I've just been cooking because I can do what I want to do, which is just like talk to everyone around here and get to know them and that, by still doing my job. So I feel like I've just been cooking.
You get 13 cooking points that you can make note of somewhere, Portinaeus. Didn't get great rolls for this. You had one basically really nice meal that you set up. Unfortunately, the help with Ophelia didn't go so well. I think maybe she was trying out some different spices and things. She just kind of maybe tossed them in there, and you tried to stop her, but they went in there already. I didn't roll well for the days that she helped you.
Ophelia, I think that's just some bark.
But, I mean, bark has a lot of flavor, right? I'm sure we can. Let's add some more. I'm sure it will be very tasty.
This is more of a bisque. I can fish it. I can fish it out.
I'm sorry. I just thought I'd help. Never really thought to cook, so.
Ophelia, thank you.
As far as the recompense for the food, you make more food than, say, like some of the other professions would gather herbs or work on blacksmithing stuff. So you make a larger volume of food from the supplies that you have, but you don't make as much money. So it can kind of cover a lot more people and sort of fill their bellies, but it's not as much money. So I would say that you probably have made 5 gold pieces altogether from that. Locke, what have you been doing in these 7 days?
Helping cut the stones for the barracks, I think.
Holy shit, you have been working overtime. The Baron, for the first, really since the first time you've seen him, has been very serious. Every time that you've seen him, which has actually been a fair amount, he's been going around checking on the barracks, checking on the walls, checking on the guard towers and such for the village. He's actually been pretty stern and not his sort of normal, careless, jovial self. And he's been sort of cracking the whip a little bit. He's been paying, you guys get paid for doing your work. This isn't like slave labor or anything. This isn't like required labor for being a part of the village. But he's been cracking the whip. Okay, so what I'd like for you to do is give me your basic mason tools check.
20.
Okay, good. Let's see. So, this is interesting. I rolled something really great and something really horrible for you. So, the first day is a catastrophe. What happens essentially as all of the masons are kind of working together, there's maybe some kind of conflict of interest with the builders, the carpenters, the masons, and the engineers in town. Somebody gets their wires crossed, somebody builds the wall wrong, and it's you. Essentially, the first day is just a wash. You were told one thing by one engineer. You were told another thing by another builder and another carpenter, and it just didn't happen. Like, somebody asked for stones cut to a specific size, and you basically you gave them that, but it ended up being the wrong size for the wall, and all of the stones were unusable. So just for chat and for the players, what I'm doing is I have quality tables that I am rolling on to determine the stuff that can happen when the players do their work. So when they get high rolls on stuff, I roll from a different quality table. I roll from like the good quality table, which gives an opportunity for legendary items and such. The lower quality tables have a much lower chance for something like that to happen. The first day was horrible. Everyone's angry at you. You were the one to blame. You can't even remember whose fault it was. So you've kind of taken the blame upon yourself. The rest of the days, however, you sort of get your shit together and everything goes well. And in fact, on the third day, you must have stayed way longer than was required of you into the night. I don't know. but you put forth a legendary effort. Basically, that has allowed the stone-making portion, the stonework portion of the barracks to be complete. Now it's up to the builders, the carpenters, and the engineers to get that stuff set up, and they are moving slow. However, for your work, you will gain... 12 stonemason points.
Very nice.
And you will gain 5 gold pieces for your work.
I'm now at 41 stonemason points.
41. Has anybody gotten to 50 yet? Nobody? Is anybody close? 41 is the highest?
Not even close.
41 is the highest?
39, yeah.
Okay. So currently Zagaticus is in the lead with 41. Okay. Because at 50, you will be able to choose your second level profession.
I have 17.
Like 35.
I didn't get any from this past thing, right?
I mean, I'm sorry. Did I not give you your points?
No.
Okay, so you got 2 points.
I have 19.
Yeah. However, if you made some sort of winter solstice thing, your deity probably would have been really happy with you, and you probably would have gotten some other bonus.
Cool. Would have, could have,
Nice
should
to
have.
rub
But
it
she
in.
didn't, so...
No.
Ripperoonie.
Here's
Okay.
what you could have won: a speedboat.
So, the week has kind of passed, and you guys are all, I guess, getting ready for the day at this point in the guild hall. It's shitty weather again today. It's really, really cold, and it's snowing sort of, not hard, but it's snowing. And the group is kind of getting ready for the morning. Ophelia usually, I think, gets up pretty early to go out to do herbalism stuff.
Herbalism is such.
Prada, do you do the same, or are you a night owl?
I'm a night owl. I'd probably be sleeping in.
Okay. Anybody else kind of getting up early here?
No.
Okay.
I'm so tired from working.
Not super early.
I am hiding under my covers. Just, no. I don't want anything. I just want to lie in bed.
My winter solstice.
My winter solstice, my job, my family, like, name it. Start going, like, just, I'm going to go off.
So, Ophelia does her sort of morning ritual of trying to keep Silky quiet and sort of like let her out to use the bathroom. It's this, I feel like it's a constant fight, right? Like every day of like trying to not let her like start running around the entire guild hall and stepping on everyone's face.
Like my cats. Pretty
Yeah.
much like my cats.
She's like quietly trying to run around and grab the friggin' fennec fox. It's like shh, shh. Charging around the guild hall, trying not to be clumsy and bonk into things. Why don't you give me an animal handling check to start the day here, Ophelia? Oh, this is a rough morning.
Just a Lucky need. It jumps right onto Lucky's bed.
Roll a
Let's-
d4 to see whose bed you...
Oh,
yeah, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Don't even.
Don't roll a 4, because I think that's me. You fucker.
So, Silky has decided to use Locke's blankets as a sort of tug of war item.
Toilet. Oh, fucking God.
And Silky's doing that sort of like the zoomies.
Pull it off.
Silky's doing the zoomies basically right now, all over Locke's bed, stepping all over him, grabbing his blankets and sort of like tugging them in various directions and shaking them and whatnot.
I wake up at the disturbance and summon Morianda. I pointed at the...
Silky, stop. Silky, get off Locke's bed. Silky.
Ophelia, you really need to get control of that thing because...
And I just like grab him real quick. I'm sorry. I keep trying, but sometimes he just really has a will of its own. I'm sorry.
Well, it is a wild animal, right? So...
Yeah, and I mean, it is morning, so you can wake up.
Oh, I'd honestly rather have kept sleeping, if I'm being honest with you.
But you'll miss all of the day. I mean, it's already...
Have you seen...
It isn't particularly nice outside, but...
There's like it's like barely the break of dawn. Like there's a few rays of light making their way through.
See, I mean, if you look at me, you can
Don't
see
wake
that...
anyone else, please, Ophelia.
The real so.
I think I would probably wake up if it's still making noise.
I think you're lucky it's me that woke up, I think.
What is that?
Is Preda opposite Locke in the guild hall? Like the guild hall has 2 rows of bunks basically on either side of the central sort of like fire pit area.
She'd probably be as far away from the fire pit as possible. So probably a corner.
Yeah.
Like
you and
corner.
Locke are in the corners.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just shoot up, kind of grab my axe. Is really. What the hell is that? What is that sound? This was asleep like a minute ago.
It's nothing.
It's breakfast.
No. Well, I mean,
Wouldn't it be?
Ophelia, you take care of that. I
do
walk
you wanna
over to
get some
Peter's bed.
breakfast?
No, you deal with your little dog fox thing. I go over to Peter's bed and
The rest of you give me perception checks. So Lucky and Portaneus. Low is good in this case.
That's my name now.
Low is good in this case.
Low. Okay.
Is that good enough? Woo! Big money!
Portaneus is just conked out completely, just snoring away. Lucky has piled up enough blankets on top of herself so that it's dulled the sound of this Fennec Fox morning wake-up call.
yeah, I grab my blanket and I head over to Prater's bed and I'm coming over here. I get on the bed with you and I throw the blanket over us. We're going back to sleep.
Oh, secretly, this is actually good for Locke. I did him a favor.
The axe is down. I don't bite. Yeah. Unless you ask me to.
Ah! No!
Please.
Give me another perception check, please. Lucky and Portaneus.
And you can see that my blanket's kind of getting singed and burning.
What?
And the lines in my face are kind of starting to glow a little bit.
Portaneus, you and Lucky both finally wake up, unfortunately, at the screech of Preda. I think you just see the blanket sort of flap, like as the moans of Lucky sort of.
Your brother's touching me again!
Oh.
Silky is just like scared of Preda now, and he's just like quiet, like I don't want to be seen anymore.
He's hiding underneath. He's hiding underneath Locke's bed.
Well,
is it a he or a she?
It just doesn't.
No, it's a
Look, I
she, but
swear to
you'll probably
Lyra, if you have to
hide with me, because like as far as away from that bed as possible, for sure.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Prater's bed with Locke and Prater in it, and I'm gonna do that friend thing. You know, when you're being like in a club and your friend's being hit on and they really don't want it, and you just kind of talk to the person and kind of just move them away. I'm gonna do that with Locke.
I'm
From
on the
Prater's
bed. I climbed onto it. Oh, Bordenaise.
Perhaps we should go for a walk. Look,
I'd really rather sleep.
Are you gonna eat?
tough.
Locke, if I have to come over there and pull you out of Prita's bed, I promise, I swear to Lyra, it will be the last time you even sleep.
Oh, this negative energy. I don't think I can get back to sleep. Like,
Silky is sort of scratching gently on the door.
Yeah, Philia, you can let.
I'll go get
Take her out.
I'll see you guys later. I'm sorry.
So,
Bye.
as you get up to walk over to the door, the guild longhouse door opens, sort of slams open almost.
No.
In walks
Oh.
Baron Vulpan.
God, it's the worst morning ever.
Oh, good morning.
He walks through the door, bursts through the door, I should say, and he says, "All right, everybody, up and at 'em."
Why?
What are we gonna do?
Dedan! He sort of walks to the back of the guild hall. You hear him. Dedan! Come
See?
on, wake up.
He gets it.
Wake up, sleepyhead. Let's go.
Why are we?
What time is it?
Everybody,
Bedtime.
everybody get your shit together. Maybe like 15 seconds after he's knocking on the door, Shin kind of like walks in. She kind of dusts herself off and she says, "Apologies for the early morning disruption, but Baron Vulpan has some very important matters to discuss." Dedan!
Fine, I'm up.
I hate this.
The door,
Hungry.
the door for the guildmaster opens up, and he's like, "What? Oh God, Randolphus, what is going on? It's so early." Early? This didn't used to be early for you, Dedan. You used to knock on my door this early and say, "Hey, we've got a quest." Well, guess what? I've got a quest for the guild. What? What are you talking about? I have a quest for the guild. Get up. I want everybody to meet with me outside. 5 minutes.
Can we do it in here? I flick the door shut. With my
5
thumb.
minutes.
Oh man, it's warm in here.
He heads back to the door.
Oh, don't
Cold
open
air's
it.
good for you. Wakes you up.
Oh, I put my blanket around me a little bit.
I'm just gonna quickly eat some breakfast.
How could someone so handsome be so awful?
Locke, I feel like you should crawl in his bed.
Well, I'd like to.
He seems unhappy. I'm unhappy. I want to go to bed. What happens if we don't go outside? He looks weak.
He looks. You have a very strange concept of who looks weak and who doesn't, but sure, okay.
You guys
We're
start
gonna-
to see the blue light of Spicy Sapphire start to flit around the room, and you just hear her harumph, like in various positions around the room rather quickly. Layabouts.
Hey, Spicy.
Hi, Spicy. Good to see you.
Spicy, could you grab my toothbrush?
Heads back on over past Shin. Shin says, "Again, apologies for everything. Baron Vulpan has a very urgent matter to discuss with the guild. Apologies for the early disruption. We'll be happy to see you outside in 5. Thank you." Closes the door behind her.
Fair enough.
It's wet outside.
Just.
Can I tell what time it is by the position of the sun?
It's barely dawn.
I like grab my bed sheet and my cloak and everything, and I like wrap it around me and kind of shuffle outside.
Yeah,
Oh, it probably takes me 5 minutes to put my armor on.
It's probably like 6:45 or something.
What? It's what?
Six,
Bedtime whack.
not for normal humans, Peachy.
I
I'm
put a
normal.
hand on Lucky's blanket and I warm it with my prestidigitation.
Ugh.
There you go.
I
Just
kind of
before we head-
like shrink away a little, but like I'm still kind of okay with the warmth.
I'm putting on all my armor. We're up.
Okay. So, outside, Baronville Penn is sort of pacing back and forth. Shin is kind of... You can hear her sort of like talking quietly. Dedan, probably about the same time as you guys get ready. He's got all his stuff thrown on. He's got like dark bags under his eyes. You guys have... I mean, he's been working really hard. Like, he's been going out, helping people with quests and things, running around, and you know, he's no longer the sort of second in command. The second in command is usually the person that gets to yell at everybody and whatnot, and that's fallen upon Urfi. Urfi has been the sort of stern taskmaster for the group. Urfi also kind of meets everyone outside with Dedan. Everyone's kind of yawning a bit. Urfi's got all her shit together already. She's all dressed, ready to go. Looks ready for battle. Got her fucking big-ass two-handed weapon on her back. And Dedan says, Baronville Penn, what is going on? Is the village under attack? No, but it could be. What does that mean? Look, everyone here knows this village is woefully underprepared in the eventuality of an attack. You are a guild that operates out of this village, but you are not the militia. You're not the defenders of this village. You are mercenaries, as we all know. And I can't force you into military service for this. I can't make you do any... What's going on? What do you mean? With all of the problems that we've been having with the giants, with the hobgoblins, with the creatures in the mines, there is a strong chance that it is related to the creation of the magical forge from the Clockwork Gemstar. The massive explosion of magic that happened supposedly has awoken powers, dark powers. I don't... If I may, Baronville Penn. Yes, Shin, go ahead. As to expand upon what Baronville Penn was saying, we need more information, and we are very lacking in education in regards to the Clockwork Gemstars. I myself am only heard about them briefly, and I only know a little bit about what has happened in the cases of Lesia and Gavrak and Kernbadir in Fafel-Devir. But we ourselves could be considered a very real threat for any evil powers that may be happening, that may be rising, or that may be involved in this area.
What kind of evil... Have we already seen something then?
It is possible.
So, why are we on alert now and not, like, before, or just, like, why specifically now? I don't understand.
The information that you gave me in regards to the giants is something that I am familiar with. I have dealt with giants in my past, and I can tell you that they don't get organized easily. They have to have a very strong leader. The stone giant that you killed is capable of organizing them, but everything happening near a simultaneous sort of occurrence here is worrying. Shin and I have been talking about this, and I've been conversing with Dedan and Urfi as well, and we need more information that we frankly do not have in this village. And it's not the fault of anyone here, but we are trying to establish ourselves. And frankly, the village is getting established quickly. Everyone's doing a very good job, and we're all working very hard to make this village something truly special. Unfortunately, with the magic released by the magical forge, I am frightened that not only will we have to deal with the winter, we will have to deal with possibly worse. I don't think that was the last sign of the giants. I don't think that this was the last sign of the hobgoblins, and I certainly don't think whatever it is that you looked in the mines to find is the last we'll see of that. I'm worried for the village. We don't have the defenses. We don't have the knowledge that is required to understand this clockwork gemstar, to understand this magical forge. We are woefully unprepared.
With all due respect, sir, what can we do about it?
Ah, an excellent question. Shin?
Thank you. Yes, there is someone that we may speak to. I have spoken with the master metalsmith Jort, and both he and myself know of a certain individual that resides reasonably close to Foxden village. This individual is, well, frankly, a very well-regarded scholar that the village desperately needs. They have some, well, very specialized knowledge, and they are highly sought after. However, they are not necessarily the most easy to deal with or possibly interested in joining the village. I know of a man by the name of, well, I'm not sure if any of you have heard of him. He's rather famous. Khozahl the Scholar. Each of you can give me a history check. Okay. Portaneus and Ophelia, you both have heard of this person. He is an extremely famous scholar. The former headmaster at the Royal College of Brienne, a collegiate master scholar, awarded many prizes throughout the year for valuable contributions to the kingdom of Falarin. Khozahl the Scholar is probably the most famous, learned person in all of Falarin. He's an old human man, and he was the headmaster at the college for decades. And he's written like many publications and things for the kingdom, and very well known. He retired. Probably no. I don't think any one of you is really sure exactly when it happened, but it happened within the last decade or so.
Isn't he retired?
Yes.
He's super famous. I even read stuff from him. Why would he help us?
That's the thing. I know Khozahl, and I have asked him previously if he would be interested in joining the village. Our need for a learned person such as him would be invaluable in the, in the establishment of the village, as well as being able to assist us with various history-related things, as well as general advice for the village. There is only so much I can do in that regard. I am excellent at planning and other such things, but unfortunately, Khozahl is, the smartest man that I've ever met.
So we just have to fetch him.
And he will help us
It's
That'll be
not
so
quite that
good.
simple. I have asked him previously. You see,
He's not expecting us. Is that what you're saying?
Not exactly.
Can we bring him here by force, or would you rather we play nice?
You don't need to use force.
I don't need to, but
We could.
I just need to know if it's an option.
I can probably show him.
it's definitely not. It
Could be.
Absolutely could
Baron
be.
Baron
Well,
Volpan, I disagree. That, sir,
This is
All right,
the
look,
old
look, look, look.
headmaster of the college we're talking about here.
I like to keep an open mind in regards to these things. We need him for the village.
and do you think he will cooperate if we try to bring him here by force?
Can
We won't
just-
have to use force if he cooperates.
And there's ways to use force to make people cooperate.
Can we just
How about
ask
I
him?
just-
I mean, he's a smart man. If we
We
say that
play
he
nice.
Let's just say it's not the first option.
Can I just show him what we have? Like, there's clearly some crazy objects and stuff here. I picked some up.
might like the
I'm sure he-
forge.
I have not told him about the magical forge.
It might be something that helps convince him.
If he will not join the village, that information is not safe to give to anyone outside of the village. No one here knows except you, the rest of the guild, myself, Baron Volpan, and the Smiths, who have all been sworn to secrecy. If they want to use the forge, then they require absolute fealty to Baron Volpan.
Very well.
Well, we can
So
at
we
least
can't
say we
bring
have
up the
something
forge.
special. I mean, without saying what it is, right?
Perhaps if we do bring him here under force and then show him the forge, he would
And you
change his
can't
mind.
leave.
But what if he doesn't want to do it after all?
Well,
We'll
then.
figure it out. I've got a few.
He's a learned man. I don't think he could resist.
So when do we leave?
Well,
And
I
where
was
is-
thinking we could all leave in an hour or so.
All of us?
Baron
Oh.
Volpan, I have said time and time again, it is not safe for you to leave the village.
I haven't left the village in months. I need to get out of here. You don't understand.
You're joining us?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. We've had this conversation, Shin. I told you if I go with you, there is a stronger.
You don't understand, Baron Volpan. There are many things that you need to worry about. You must be
but
kept
that
safe, and
Shin,
Can he please go? I think it would be really cool if he will join.
Well, I would
I'm
say
just
that
gonna
it
whisper
might-
to Locke. I'm so uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it's probably a better idea if you stay, Baron. No offense. It
I've
might
had
look
enough.
like you're abandoning the village, and you
I've
don't want
had
people
enough.
to-
Listen,
I'm just like gonna stand next to the bear. I think he should go. I agree with the bear. Like,
look. I'm leaving this village for at least a week. I need to do it. You don't understand. Okay?
Is
I've
the
never
dance-
been cooped up here in one place for so long. I'm going crazy.
Who could possibly look after an entire village for a week?
Shin?
I'm going with Baron Volpan.
Dadan,
This is a terrible idea.
Dadan,
It really is.
I think you can go ahead and look after the village for the week.
What?
I hereby nominate you to the position of what's the like viceroy, or how does this work?
Baron in waiting.
A viceroy would work, sir.
Viceroy,
Manage.
vice steward of Foxden Village.
I don't want to do that.
Congratulations. Dadan.
Congratulations to Dan. It's so nice to have you here.
You win.
Why don't you go ahead and you just take care of things while we're gone? It'll probably take us about a week or so to get there. So myself,
I am going, Baron Volpan. I am going as well.
okay.
Oh, God, please no.
are we going with everyone? Oh, this will be fun.
So myself, Shin, Spicy Sapphire, and these recruits, I am hiring the Iron Foxes to do this, Dadan. Are you refusing the contract? No. Excellent. So, we'll see everybody off in about an hour. We'll get the horses and the carriage ready.
And look forward to spending more time with you, Baron.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
How did we just get roped into this?
I'm just gonna go eat breakfast.
I don't know what just
Come on,
happened.
guys. Just make sure we're
We're
ready.
going on a day trip with the boss.
Day
That's
trip.
terrible.
It's a week
We're going
trip.
on a week trip. A week there and a week back.
Why are you so
Relatively
posted?
close.
But I'm going anyways. I mean, he fought a void dragon. Even though I don't really know what it is, but it sounds so big.
They don't
Well,
exist.
He's a baron. He's not really one of us.
Wasn't he the
well,
guild master in the past, though? He was like
Yeah.
older then.
Yes, but he's a baron now. It's different.
Well, that doesn't matter, right? It's still a person.
I feel
I
like
mean,
he might
I
be
think
He's human, right?
deserting his post. It's a very important role he.
Freda, let's go get ready.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't
For
really.
what?
We can only try and convince him. I don't think we can tell him what to do. But we tried. I
I
don't
just
mind
chase
spending.
off after Lucky going, for what? For what?
And just go
He is
back
the
into
boss.
the
We
thing.
have to do what he says.
Well,
The
yeah.
village, at least.
Yes, and Didan accepted the contract, and he's the boss, so I guess we have to do it. No choice.
What did he call it? The Viceroy's steward?
St-
What noise is
I
that?
think steward's the term for someone who looks after some. I'm not sure. I'm not really good with this kind of thing.
More like a groundskeeper.
Yeah, that could work. So I'm going around to ask you. I've been busy this week. How do you and Ophelia know each other?
It's not that long of a story, I suppose. Maybe we could talk about it on the way. It's going to be a long trip.
Yeah, we should get ready. Food, really, isn't it just a trip?
Yes,
I'm
my armor
expecting-
is just terrible. It's gleaming. It is golden and gleaming, and reflecting the dawn light.
I give it a flick over of prestidigitation anyway. I think that's brighter.
I prefer the old-fashioned way.
It's always fun to work with your hands. Yeah, let's get ready.
I'm gonna go polish my pecs.
I'll let Duran know I'll be gone.
Peachy, does Portanaeus' armor have
Nipples.
It's
It's got nipples.
Yeah.
Does he look
I
like
didn't put them on there.
fantastic?
I didn't put Whack put those on there. Whack turned that into canon. I
It
did not
felt
put the nipples on.
appropriate.
Does he look like
Amazing.
Hercules? Somewhat like Hercules.
I mean, the armor looks like Hercules. I don't know if Portanaeus looks like that
Person-
underneath
like, how
the
does
armor.
the person look? I don't even know.
It's like, does George Clooney really look like all buffed beneath the Batman stuff? I don't think so. I don't think he's got the 8-pack.
George Clooney, I don't care how he looks like. He's
That's how I picture.
That's Baron
Lopan.
Vulpan.
Yeah, that's
Baron
exactly
Vulpan.
how I picture. it.
That's
Yeah.
Plenty.
yeah.
A salt and pepper fox.
Okay, so you guys get your shit together, getting sort of ready at this horrible hour of the morning, yeah, probably takes you half hour, maybe 45 minutes or so to kind of get all your stuff together. And as far as rations and things, Portanaeus, you have, since you are a cook, you get the wonderful benefit of providing rations for everybody. I would like you to roll me 2d20, please.
Ooh.
Wow, nice.
Wow.
29. So, 29 rations you have kind of put together for people of various necessities for nutrition. That's a good thing to have here in these winter months.
Can we see if they're tasty as well?
Sure. Give me a basic cooking utensils check. 11. They're okay. Nothing spectacular. You're sort of cast-offs maybe from the food that you made for the rest of the village and whatnot. maybe leftover meat that you kind of made into jerky or whatever. Okay. Is anybody buying any winter clothes?
What do they cost? Because I think I do. I'm not wearing anything safe. I have a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll
So-
probably get some
That's why I got
clothes from the hunters hut at the leather work.
The furrier. Yeah, the
I
furrier.
have a furrier.
Yeah, there is
Furrier.
a furrier. Okay, so in terms of basic winter clothing, I would say they're probably double the cost of regular common clothes. So we'll say 1 gold piece to kind of get yourself some winter clothing.
Okay.
You can also probably buy yourself an extra blanket. You know, just for the winter nights. A regular blanket in the winter is probably not going to be enough.
Yeah.
So a blanket will run 5 silver pieces.
Can I just get some, like, are these actual clothing or furs?
This is like winter clothing. Yeah. If you want furs, like if you want like a
Kinda wanna
parka
get some
kind of
furs.
thing, you want to get something a little bit more ostentatious.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll say it costs you 3 gold pieces for ostentatious kind of
How
stuff.
much was it again for the regular one?
1 gold piece for winter clothing.
And is it 10 silver to 1 gold?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get 2 blankets then, just to make it even. And I'll buy Locke's blanket, and I'll put it in the bag of holding.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, I can hold things for anyone.
Yeah. By the way, did you figure out those rings yet?
No, I'm hoping this scholar or whatever will be able to help with that. They have the staff too, and I pull it out of the bag.
Yeah, I'm not really interested in the staff. It's not my style, but I just try the rings on, maybe.
No.
Just to see if they fit.
No. Locke. No. Last time. No. You do these things impulsively. Come on, we've had this conversation. I've had a really rough week. Please don't argue with me.
I won't. It's fine.
Good.
Are they in the bag of holding then? You're looking after them?
Yeah, they're wrapped up and kept in the bag of holding.
I feel like Lucky's like rubbing her feet. You probably like think you're getting heel spurs or something.
Yeah.
Just been traipsing around the village like all week.
My legs are exhausted. I'm just sitting whenever I can.
Did I tell you about the disaster with the stones? Beginning of the week?
I heard that someone messed something up. Was
Well-
that you? Oh no.
Yes, and no, someone, and I can't tell you who because
Oh,
it's such a
Lockie.
hectic mess. But I made up for it. I'd worked extra hard.
Oh, honey.
Days later, and all the stones are cut, so they just need to build it now. So hopefully they'll be done by the time we get back. But it wasn't my fault. Okay? It was
Right. Cool.
someone. So I'll find out who it was. And
Oh, you'll find out. For sure.
You're not helping.
No. I definitely am not. I'm so
Stick an
tired.
elbow in and
Seriously,
Well,
don't mess up again, though. I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
do you have everything we need?
Well, I don't have any of the rations. I think I have some rations. I have 10.
I've got some. I think
I have my shield and some rope. I have everything I need. I don't know. Like, do you need me to hold on to anything?
no, I think I'm fine.
All right. Beyond that, I don't know. I don't really want to take anything else from the village.
Actually, I have these. I reach into my bag. Can you hold on to these? It's some scrolls that I found in the goblin camp. I can't read what it is. So.
I'm gonna open them up and try to read them.
Okay. What were these scrolls?
The Elder Scrolls, you're going blind.
There were scrolls that I found in a hobgoblin camp.
Ah. Okay.
How many?
I can't remember if you tried to read those already, Lucky.
I don't think I have.
Okay. Give
I
me an-
remember Locke trying to read them, but I couldn't.
yeah, give me an Arcana check.
Or someone did.
Sure.
Oh, actually, no. That's not an Arcana check. Okay. Yeah, you don't speak Goblin, do you?
I do not.
Can't read him.
Okay. If you give me until tomorrow, I can prepare a spell so I can actually read these, Locke. But in the meantime, I can definitely hold on to them.
Yeah, well, they're useless to me. Maybe they'll. I forgot about them until now.
Well, I'll hold on to them, and tomorrow I'll prepare something so that I can actually read it, and we'll figure out
Okay.
what these are. It's definitely not a language I recognize.
They're definitely like written probably in like animal blood, like probably like pig's blood or something. It's all like scrawled, and there's like really crude drawings that you can't really understand on there.
How many scrolls are there?
I think it was 3.
Okay. I'll just call them goblin scrolls for now. Okay. Yeah, and I'll pop them into the bag of holding as well. All right. Well, we'll take them along.
I would like to burst out of the longhouse, like draped in furs.
Oh, wow.
You look comfortable, Botnace.
Warm. Yes, very warm.
Yeah. Sure. Just check something.
I'm gonna look over to Locke and just shake my head.
I know. I'm caught on.
And not with the leader, okay? Not with the silver fox.
Oh, but technically we don't work with him. Okay. But if he approaches me, then it's fair game.
You know what? Fine. If he approaches you, go to town. But I am not helping with that one.
I don't think it'll cause any issues. What could possibly go wrong if...
Famous last words of Locke Twin River. What could possibly go wrong? I'll just walk off.
Yeah, I guess
Your
I'll
sister
head to
okay?
the- Oh, yeah, she's fine. She just well, I've gotten into a bit of mischief here and there with nobles, and since we're going to be with one for a couple of weeks, she's just a little concerned. That's all.
What do you mean trouble?
Well, no nobles' children get bored and curious, and
Mm-hmm. Yes.
you could say I'm the enemy of boredom and curiosity, so...
Right. Okay.
And the parents of noble children would rather they stayed bored and curious, I think.
Oh, that kind of curious.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I was picturing something completely different.
Oh, no. Lucky helped me out. The noble got very upset, and then she helped organize a little trip off to a remote place of worship so they could learn to be more pious or something. I don't know, but I think for them it's probably worth it.
Oh, you do you? I see.
Yeah. Anyway.
I sort of like smile and shake my head.
I pack up my bags. I head over to the cart.
Okay. The Baron and Shin and some other villagers are kind of like helping to load up the carriage and whatnot. It's a carriage, and it looks like it'll probably fit like 4 people or so. There's also some other horses that are set up to pull like a cart, and there's a second carriage. that have kind of been set up. You can see that there's some like stuff strapped to the top, covered with a piece of sackcloth, and you can see Baronville Pan is he's got like leather armor on. It's all studded, and he's like loaded to the gills with weapons. He's got like a fur cloak that he's got wrapped around his back, with a hood on it, and it's mostly like blacks and grays that he's wearing, and he's like, you can hear him sigh very loudly. Oh, why can't I wear this more often?
This look suits you, Baron.
Huh? Oh, there they are. Looks like everybody's gotten themselves ready and together. Good, good.
You certainly do look a lot more robust than usual.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I'm not insanely depressed from being in the keep for months and months. And I actually get to go outside and breathe in this lovely winter day.
But
It's
you're a
not that
baron.
great.
You own an entire village.
I can say...
What's so wrong? Adventuring is fun.
Exactly. I was the guild master for the top guild in all of Falarin for years. You don't think I like a little adventure?
Can
I'm
you
sure
tell
you
us
do.
more about how you killed the void dragon?
Which guild was that?
That was our guild. We killed the void dragon. And specifically, it wasn't me.
No, the guild that you ran.
This one.
The Iron Foxes.
We're part of it.
Right. Oh, okay. Because, right? Would have been helpful to have been told that when I joined. Okay. Sorry, I didn't.
I don't
sorry.
think many people... Okay, so, is everybody ready? Shin and myself and Spicy will be in the carriage here, and we figured somebody else could possibly drive the supply cart, and somebody else could take care of the carriage. Does that sound good?
Has anyone here ever driven a cart?
I cannot.
Can't say I
drive
have.
a car.
I can try. I've seen it.
I like horses.
I mean, I have a driver for my carriage. None of you have ever really driven. Really?
I mean, I can try it. Do you want me to try it?
Here,
I usually
no.
just rent a stagecoach.
My
Like, I'm
special-
trying to like crawl on the thing. It's already way too high.
We used to walk everywhere.
Yet another reason we need a stable. Shin, write that down.
I already have it written down, Baronville Pan. Stable. Would you like to see my notes?
No, you showed them to me all the time, and I still don't really pay attention. Look. Stable, good idea.
Is that before or after the bathhouse?
I don't know, whatever works. I just want a bathhouse. It'd be nice to take a bath in something other than that tub thing that's in the keep. You know, there's a leak that comes down, and I'm pretty sure it fills the bathtub, because when I get in there, it's super cold.
I'll drive the cart.
Private bathtubs either.
Bathhouse does sound good.
There is no scheduled plans for a bathhouse. No one has come to the town with interest in building a bathhouse.
Fine. All right, well, look. We're still making progress on the walls. We're making progress on the barracks. How much longer do we have on the barracks?
Well, Baron, there have been a few setbacks.
She kind of like glances out of the corner of her eye towards Locke.
And a few boons. But unfortunately, there's still probably at least 6 more days for the barracks, according to all of the work. We have how many workers working on it right now? All of our builders, our stonemasons, and our engineers are working around the clock to work on the walls and the barracks.
Okay. We need to start training guards as soon as possible. Yes, Baron. Good. Okay, so we'll get set up in our carriage. You guys handle the cart and your carriage. Okay?
I'll
Break.
Okay. Lucky, did you bring a tent?
Uh,
Do you have one?
let me see. I'm gonna fish around in my bag. No.
Well, since you bought the blanket for me, you can share mine if you like. I was hoping for other company, but I guess you'll do. Not like that.
No. I'll set up a little barrier.
Well, it's winter. It's gonna be windy.
I'm gonna get out in the driver's position and I'm gonna attempt to drive a fucking carriage.
You just see me out of the corner of your eye, like creeping up towards the horse.
You okay there, Praetor?
I like it.
Do you
What
wanna-
is it?
It's a horse.
I
You've
like
not
it.
seen Do you wanna
Reach
come
out
and
to it.
try and help me steer it?
I'm gonna touch it.
Oh, okay. I think they like it on the neck. That's
Like-
its hoof.
Oh,
Please
Can I
roll an
stand up?
animal handling check for me, Preda.
Like, canonically, this should be with disadvantage. Oh, never
A
mind.
9.
not bad.
You like reach towards the horse. You like reach towards the horse's hoof. It like shakes its head.
Okay.
Sort of clomps. It steps. It stamps its foot.
Okay. Okay. What do we do with
How
it?
do you want to get in the? It can't hit you from up here. I think it's set up purposely like that.
Okay.
So there's also like a supply cart. That has a.
seat's there.
There's two horses in front of your carriage, and then there's a horse with a cart behind. Is anybody going to be driving that one?
I thought Lucky was.
I can try.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Portaneus, Preda, are you accompanying Portaneus in the
Yeah.
driver's position?
I'm like half on his
I'll
lap,
sit in
but like
my-
hanging over it and staring really intently at the horses.
It's just a horse. Right.
It
Okay.
just it unleashes a massive turd right as you're kind of looking there. It's just like tennis
How?
tennis
Oh.
ball sized turds come flying out.
Okay, I've seen them do this. They kind of. Up.
Portaneus, give me an animal handling check. The 16. Okay. Yeah, you actually managed to follow the cart in front, and you guys are kind of on the way. So Ophelia and Locke, you guys are inside the carriage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Lucky, you see the carriage in front of you start to go off. Why don't you go ahead and give me an animal handling check as you control this horse?
Oh, that wasn't too bad, actually.
Nope. Gonna use a luck point on that. Gonna use a luck point on that one.
That was a natural one there.
Yeah.
15.
That cart on fire.
So like what happens
Where's Lucky?
I think what happens is you look at this horse and you get ready to like snap the reins like really hard, and then somehow the reins get like stuck on something and they just kind of like gently tap the horse instead of like thwapping it like super hard on the back, and the cart just starts to trudge along behind the other one, and you guys are off on your journey, heading down the path away from the village, off towards the south. Let's bring you to the giant world map. So, Baron Vulpan has basically indicated that the trip, round trip, will take a week, but the Khozahl's home is about a little over 70 miles away from the village or so. With all the supplies and everything, it'll take you around 3.5 days to get there and back. So, off you go.
So where was sorry?
Yeah, there's no spot on the map, but it's basically south of Foxden.
Okay.
Let's bring this up. Okay, so what I'd like is for Lucky and Portaneus and Preda to make me an animal handling check.
13.
Okay, 13 from Lucky, 14 from Preda, and an 18 from Portaneus. Okay, so the first and second days, there are no issues. Everything goes pretty well. There's no kind of surprises. You guys have camped, you've eaten, you've drank your supplies. The weather has...
Should I be removing some rations?
Yes, everybody please remove a ration.
Well, I would have handed out these rations
Okay.
rather than...
So you had 29 rations to kind of split out. You guys can all use one for the first day. And everything kind of goes well. There's no real...
Is that just our group? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 5. Do you give any to Baron Vilpan and Shin?
If they don't have rations, then yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
They definitely have their own stuff. They've brought stuff.
Okay.
I just because I said the next day I would prepare the different spells, so I wanted to prepare tongues and oh no, this is only any spoken language I hear. No, I can't read it. Never mind. I can't read the things. So I give him back and I'm just like, well, I didn't know my spell properly again, so.
Oh, is it?
It's only things I can hear. So unless someone reads it.
Oh, maybe Shin knows. Shin's
Maybe
pretty
she
fast.
knows. Wanna run ahead and ask her?
Sure. I'll
Well,
do that.
I would assume this is you guys sort of
Yeah.
talking at camp,
camp.
maybe. Guys,
Okay.
probably the afternoon of the second day.
I'll ask Shin. Yeah, I'll head over to Shin with the scrolls. Shin, hello.
Yes, hello.
I was wondering, do you happen to read Goblin?
Goblin. The interesting thing about Goblin, believe it or not, is that it uses the Dwarven script. A horribly mangled version of it, but yes, I do speak Goblin.
Oh, well, I found these scrolls. I forgot I had them. I found them in the
Scrolls?
Hobgoblin. Yes, here you go. I hand them over.
Why didn't you tell me about this sooner? What do you mean you found these scrolls? Where were they?
They were in the Hobgoblin camp that we took care of,
And you
What's
didn't
been-
mention them?
and I had other things that I was...
Other things?
Well, I was busy with...
Out of my way. Give me the scrolls.
Of course. It was giants, I think, I was dealing with.
Starts to, like, open them up.
How could you not show these to me? Do you
I don't know.
understand what these are?
He couldn't read them. I don't know if you heard him say that.
Tristan, you can't really creep up on people like that. It's rude.
Sorry. I was
That's
here the whole time.
It's okay.
I was told to stop touching the... Oh my god, the horse.
Yeah, they can be quite skittish.
I love him.
Just kind of the area you were touching more than don't touch the horse.
Baron Vilpan! Baron Vilpan! You must come here immediately. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah,
Hmm.
what is it?
Baron Vulpan, your former guild members, they found these when they ran into those hobgoblins that you spoke of. Okay. Do you want to tell me what they are? Baron, these are plans. What kind of plans? Battle plans, Baron. Locations for other goblin camps. Oh. There are many of them in the Gasthold foothills. Oh. Baron, if I am reading this right, and I believe that I am, the hobgoblins, they are making a strategy to attack Foxden. Oh. And that's where we're going to take our break.
God damn it.
Cliffhangers.
You've had those for like 3
Get the
weeks.
Goblin Slayer. It's fine.
I'm not there, so I don't know yet. But like,
I don't know. I don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a break, guys. Let some people use the bathroom, get a snack, whatever. We'll be back in a few minutes. If you have not done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. If you have yourself a Twitch Prime or an Amazon Prime, make sure you use it. So many people just let that just go and they don't use it. Just go use it on one of these wonderful people, please. Go make it happen. Get some emotes. Make it happen. If you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is to head on over to our Patreon, where you can get all kinds of wonderful D&D, RPG-based stuff. There's all kinds of rewards we have on there. We're going to do a really big update this month because I've totally been slacking on the Patreon, but we're gonna do a lot of stuff. I'm going to include some stuff from this campaign. We're going to do a big bunch of stuff for this month. We're gonna get some monsters. We're gonna get some campaign setting stuff from Talanis, from this world. Maybe even some character sheets from a certain new show we're gonna be doing starting on this Friday coming up. Called Halcyon Unbound. We might be doing some character sheets for that. I don't know. Yeah.
Halcyon Unbound.
Oh, snap.
I can remember.
So we'll be back in just a little bit. Hang tight, guys, for more Sparkly Eternity. We'll be back in a little bit. We'll be back in a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Tablestory, Spark of Eternity, also known as
Also known as the Cheese Adventure.
Yes.
The Adventures of Cheese.
We've all gotten some cheese and various ways to eat it, and we're enjoying the cheese. It's so much cheese. I'm actually eating some mozzarella right now.
I have some queso with chips.
Excellent. Excellent.
Who here loves Velveeta and who here hates Velveeta in chat?
Hate
We had
Velveeta.
a good conversation about Velveeta. Hate
I like
Velveeta.
hate
I'm not
Velveeta.
mad at Velveeta. I'm not angry at it.
Yeah.
Just disappointed.
Just disappointed. I'm very disappointed at Velveeta. It's not what I want it to be, but like I won't turn it down.
It just looks like butter.
Yeah, but it's like rubber butter.
Rubber butter.
Rubber baby buggy.
Rubber baby bugger butter.
So,
I'm sorry.
Moving on.
Moving right along.
Baron Volpan and Shin and Locke are just kind of around the campfire right now. Baron Volpan has a look of shock and sort of disbelief. Shin looks sort of angry and scared. How do you look, Locke?
I'm trying to look as charming and innocent as possible.
Give me a deception check, please.
$25.
You're selling it. You're definitely selling it. So Baron Volpan says, so when you say battle plans, when is this happening?
We don't have a date here. It just says various methods of attack and approach in the village. The weak points.
Right. Okay.
What do we do?
We hurry the fuck up, get the scholar back to the village, and hope that he can help us. I've never defended a village before or set up some kind of defensive posture. We don't even really have a captain of the guard. Spicy, you are an extremely capable private guard. You are my guard.
Yes!
But to be fair, have you ever planned out to the defense of a village before?
No?
So while you are an exceptional private guard, I don't think you can really take the job as captain of the guard of the village. We have to plan out defenses, we have to make strategies. In single combat, I trust you with my life. But in this case, I think we need somebody with a little bit more skill and know-how. She harumphs and flies away. All right. Locke, was it?
Yes.
Right. Listen, let's keep this quiet for now.
Of course.
I don't want to worry the rest of your friends. If we have to, we're going to take him by force.
Baron Volpan, please.
Shin, we don't have a choice.
Very well.
Thank you for bringing this forth. Please, if you have any sort of information like this in the future, let us know immediately.
Of course, I was just so busy with the Giants thing immediately after. The scrolls just slipped my mind entirely.
Right. I'll leave you to it.
Thank you.
He walks back to his carriage.
So, I'll leave these with you, Shin, and
Good idea.
Lovely speaking to you again.
Good night.
Good night. I head back to Lucky, and so Shin's gonna take a look over those rolls.
You can feel her staring at you as you kind of like walk away. The glare is sort of penetrating the back of your head.
Yeah.
She couldn't figure it out.
I think she's a little busy right now, and it's apparently it's Goblin is in Dwarven script, but like a really messy kind of horrible version of it, so it takes a little working out or something.
All right, well, no use in worrying about it now anyways, so it's just...
Nothing
She'll
we
deal
can
with
do. I was hoping they were magical. I could do something fancy.
Yeah. Well, we used to play around with scrolls of various magic. I never figured I don't know. Do goblins do that kind of stuff?
I feel like there must be some sort of goblin magic user.
Yeah,
Oh,
undoubtedly.
maybe, yeah.
Do I know that exists or not, Wack?
You can give me a history check.
Things better.
I don't think so. Oh yeah, there's goblin dragons, there's goblin, there's basically goblin versions of everything.
I feel like I've read about goblin dragons, wizards.
Goblin dragons?
Okay, this is starting to sound like the void dragon thing.
How does that even look?
The void dragon. Oh yeah, what was that? Baron Volpan mentioned.
The
I don't
guild.
think they exist.
Void dragons do exist, but you don't kill a void dragon.
Why wouldn't the Baron lie about it, really, though? He's already a Baron. He doesn't need to...
Well, maybe he's just.
Because he wanted to get out.
The truth.
Maybe we should ask him for the story.
That's a good idea.
Should we go over now? I could use a bedtime story.
I think we should leave him for now.
Why?
Why?
Kind of would like to know about the void dragon.
I want to know about the void dragon too, if we can.
You're seriously not curious, Locke?
Plus, it's a good. He's come out with us as if he was a member of the guild once again. Could be good to bond.
Sure, well, why not?
Maybe get paid a bit more.
Of all people, too, I think you'd want to bond with Mr. Volpan.
I was just trying to stick
Give
to
me
your- that's
give me an
all.
insight check there, Lucky.
Sure. Ooh, that's a 9.
He can get moody sometimes. You never know. I mean, sometimes he likes to keep his privacy. It's just kind of whenever he feels like it that he's ready to be aggressive in a romantic or sexual kind of manner.
Oh, all right. Well, you don't have to come with us if you don't want to, but I feel like
Oh.
asking him.
I'd love to hear. I'll sit nearby.
Sure. And
Guess we're gonna go on a field trip across the camp.
hey, Baron Volpan,
He's inside the carriage.
Knock, knock.
Yeah.
Not sure if you're in the mood or anything, but we were wondering if we could
really
hear
want to hear about the Void Dragon.
The what?
the Void Dragon. I don't know. Like they were saying that you killed one, so we kind of wanted to.
Not now.
Okay.
Please, I would really, really like to know about the Void Dragon.
Give me a persuasion check, Ophelia.
You puppy dog eyes, get advantage.
Puppy, yeah, I was about to say puppy.
No, the door's closed. He can't see them. Puppy dog eye protection.
It's got resistances.
You hear like this.
Yay!
The door opens. He clambers out. Oh, really? Do we have to do this?
But please, Mr. Volpen, we really would like to hear it.
Oh, there's the puppy
It's
dog eyes.
just-
Um,
I feel like you don't just kill a void dragon without there being a horrific.
all right,
story.
everybody sit down.
I'm also just not convinced that they're.
Somebody get some snacks.
Snacks! Oh, yeah.
I'll get some. I'm gonna go get snacks.
Grab it.
All right.
Bring back a horse.
We're not eating the horse.
I didn't want to eat it.
Well, we could if we needed to, but we need them at the moment.
So, the Void Dragon. Believe it or not, this story did not start with a Void Dragon. It actually started way back when Queen Cassis invited the guild to a special dance. And then he starts to ramble on about the events of what happened.
So you got
You guys
this
have to
village-
watch the 7th Eon to know what happened there.
So you got
It's on
all
YouTube. Check it out.
Check it out.
That's why you got the village, and that's why we live there now?
Yeah, so as I said, I didn't actually kill the Void Dragon. It was really a group of, well, a group of some really great people that are very valuable to the guild.
Yeah, that Selena sounds really rad.
So what happened with Ingnia and Kelvin?
Well, they got married a little while ago.
Were you at the wedding?
Of course I
Wait.
was.
Never been at a wedding.
The one you literally described as walking dirt got married to
Hot spade.
the hot spade?
I feel like he probably said the nickname wrong. So it's probably not Hot Spade. It's probably something like Hot Flash.
Hot
You know,
shovel.
like these are the little details he doesn't care about. So like none of that stuff is ever right in any of the stories.
So the walking dirt mound married the hot flash.
Right.
Not sure which I believe less.
And she
The void
turned
dragon or
into a
that?
Triceratops? Triceratops! Ah.
Basically, yeah.
Yes. How many Triceratopses are there? That sounds like an interesting creature.
I have no idea. Frankly, I don't even know how she really did it. She's from
But
I don't remember.
Poor Katie doesn't know any of these characters.
Wacksteven remembers, but Bopen does not care.
Armanta?
It's Pramantha on the map, but
Yeah. I made up that own village.
Yes.
Good job.
Can't
Play.
believe you got they had to do a sex ritual to find you. Like that's.
we don't
But
talk about that,
I
and
still don't
definitely
understand
don't
it.
mention that to Dan or the fact that I told you about that. Whenever we tell this story, that is omitted.
That's actually quite common for demonic entities.
Gross.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to know what you read at night.
Probably know about that.
I don't care. I don't want to know about that.
I mean,
So
Locke
there was an
probably-
actual
Oh.
void dragon then.
Uh,
This wasn't a joke. This wasn't some like.
I mean, the way it
You'd like
exploded,
to
it
sell
was-
the guild? No. I can assure you, if Dan ever feels the need to prove himself, you can see the scar. It's pretty horrific.
Ooh,
I don't think I need to see that scar.
I think I might need to see that scar.
It's basically
There
across
are
his
two
whole
types of
torso.
players.
Definitely want to see it.
Maybe touch it.
I don't want to do that.
Well, thanks for the story.
I think the really crazy thing is, now you guys should all realize how strong Dan is, because he took a void dragon blast to the face and survived.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with Dadan taking care of the
Just in case any of you ever get uppity, remember that.
Right.
Cool.
Uppity. Right. That's what we're calling it. Uppity.
And I'm gonna look over at Locke and just shake my head like, no, no.
Well, dissension is never allowed, so.
Way out of your league.
Mm,
Way out.
I don't think there is such a thing.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Lucky.
By the way, I just rolled for it. He definitely mentioned the size of Dan's wang in the story.
No.
He gave you the whole story. He gave you the whole story. I rolled for it.
Oh.
I definitely feel that someone was covering that.
Yeah, I feel like I might have covered Ophelia's years when they got too much into the demonic sex fucking ritual.
Gross. Totally gross.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So they're just talking about it's gruesome with the swords, and you don't need to hear
Well,
this.
But I think that's fine. Why can't I hear it?
No, it's just
It's
not.
a lot about swords and gashes, my girl.
Yeah, but I mean, I've seen worse.
Do you remember the squirrels?
But that was with the special hug. Wait, did they do a special hug?
No, there was
What
no
is-
special. Ophelia,
It was.
where's your fox?
Oh, he's always back
look,
at home.
he's right there.
No,
right there.
no. Selkie never comes with me. What are you talking about? Why are you trying to?
It's called changing the subject, Ophelia. You're old enough to understand what this means now.
Okay, well, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Definitely. Wow.
You're not going to. Lucky, please.
Well, we're happy that you survived and
We
that
are.
this is a guild still.
Yeah.
Because or else we wouldn't have a home or jobs. So,
Well, thanks.
Thank you for sharing. It was.
yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Maybe next time leave out the minutiae of Dadan's.
No, please always include the.
I find whenever I get to tell this story that the more small details or
wouldn't call it
large
a small-
That was
details,
not a small detail.
the more that it adds to the story.
I mean, it must be difficult to find pants that fit.
I've never asked him, frankly, but it's possible.
Well, I'm not going to ask him.
I'll ask him.
Look.
Please don't.
Volpan just starts laughing. Yeah, you go ask him. All right, I'm going to bed.
Good night, Baron.
Good night.
He just kind of gives you the back of his hand as a wave.
I'm not sleeping in your tent. I'm very worried about what kind of dreams you're gonna have, and I'm going to not be there.
Okay. Do you know Dadan's? Oh, he's not here.
He's not here.
Why couldn't he come
You
along?
have Dadan's number. What?
Good night.
Okay. Anyone? I've got space in my tent tonight.
No, don't do it. I promise you, you will regret it.
You know,
I walk very swiftly out.
Is the wind's blowing quite cold tonight?
Look.
Yeah.
Perhaps you should go and just have a quick wash in that stream over there. A bit of snow, just to calm yourself down a little bit.
No, trust me, it makes no difference.
Not as if Dan is a handsome man.
It really doesn't matter.
Oh,
You know, I would disagree as well, but
but I have seen him.
right, you wouldn't say he's quite rugged.
Rugged?
Yeah.
With the lumps on his face where he's been in fights?
It adds to the ruggedness. I don't see how we're not
Okay.
on the same
look.
page.
Sure. Not judging, just judging your thirst meter. I think I'm going to go to bed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna wait for Portonaise to go to bed, and then I'm going to no,
Have a quick hand shandy.
I'm going into my tent as well.
Lucky, has your brother always been this licentious?
Yeah.
Oh. I'm very sorry.
Me too. For everybody that he's encountered.
Yes, he told me about the nobles.
Oh, did he now? Both
Oh.
of them.
He didn't go in both, right? Okay, he didn't give me that much detail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Brother
Well-
and sister.
Right at the same.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, I had to take them to, well, essentially a camp where I had to pretend to reform them
Mm-hmm.
for their father's sake. So, and I did not get paid for it.
Do you think it's part of his
I
heritage?
At the mention of this heritage, I kind of just like cringe a little, but
Which
Yeah,
he still
maybe-
hasn't told me about, by the way.
maybe, I don't know. We don't really, we're brother and sister, but we don't really kind of talk too much about that.
You don't
No,
talk about that, but you're twins.
Yeah. We know why we look different, but we're
Right.
twins. But
Well, all I can do is assume, and I
yeah.
hate to do that.
Yep. Anyways,
Right.
I'm not sure who you're into or what you're into, but
What I'm into?
just just people. If you
I'm sorry. What are you? what are you
please
getting
don't sleep with my brother,
at? Oh, yeah.
or
okay.
do. You know what? I'm not going to tell you what to do
I
or
wasn't-
not do, but I'm just saying if you do,
No,
it's going to be very
okay.
awkward, and I'm going to have to heal both of you. And if something goes
I
wrong,
go
I just
right red.
Mhm.
I'm just a little uncomfortable about. If you didn't want to tell me, you could just say you.
Listen, he will aim for anybody who looks at him twice. So I'm just saying, I usually am the
Yeah, it just came out of your mouth. Just
no. I'm just listen. I'm
Straight to the point.
the cold shower to his libido. So if you just
right. Oh, it's this. Your conversation.
apparently, according to others, he's very good. I don't know. I don't really want to know. But hey, listen, if you want something like
Right.
that, I'm just saying maybe you can go for.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'm
That
gonna
armor
go.
doesn't help, by the way. I'm sure.
What? What's wrong with my armor?
You have overt nipples on your armor. What is the purpose of that?
Well, I didn't commission them. It just kind of came with that. I thought they were kind of nice.
Good night.
Right. They're definitely related.
Okay. So, is anybody taking watch?
I might
Oh,
take.
is it?
I'll take first watch.
I'll probably take the last watch because it's then really early and they can sleep longer.
I'll take first.
How many would we need for a watch?
3.
I'll take one then.
I didn't sleep at all last night, so I'm gonna guarantee my character's probably out like a brick.
And Locke is busy. So
His tent just shuffling in the corner.
That poor raccoon.
Oh, come on.
An opossum? What's...
I feel like Locke has not shown any promiscuous towards woodland creatures.
Hey, just give him a chance.
thanks. I hate it.
Gonna
So-
take that mental image and just.
I'll
Okay.
take things I never wanted to hear for 500.
So what order is the watch again? It was
Me,
So-
Me, then.
And then me.
okay.
Courtney's,
All right.
and then- yeah.
The 3 of you give me perception checks, please.
Oakley dokley. Is this a long rest after, by the way?
It will be after you guys are done.
Okay.
17 from
guys.
Ophelia, 18 from Lucky, and Portaneus a 5.
Oh,
Never mind.
I
Okay.
knew it when I saw that. 17 and 18.
Okie doke. The night goes undisturbed for everybody. And after the final watch is done, you guys have taken a long rest, and you head back out on your way towards Khozahl, the scholars.
Praetor, do you want to try and drive the carriage?
You mean the horses?
Well, the
Yeah.
horse is
Are
pulling
you
the
like
carriage.
already
Yeah.
on top of there, like just
Yeah.
waiting,
Yeah.
perched?
I
Okay,
slept in the seat of the carriage.
I'll just come up there.
There's
I don't
like a
really know
wood-
what I'm doing.
There's a
but-
wood green pattern on half of her face.
I'm awake. I'm ready. Are they here? Are they
No,
ready?
no,
Are they
no.
here?
Okay.
Are they here?
Praetor,
What are their names?
just bring it down a little bit. That one is called Sanconius, and this one is Valconius.
How did you know that? I think you're lying.
Can I try and deception?
Yeah, definitely. Give me an insight check, Prada. You know, if you look at the roll history, I feel like I just have to look for the single-digit numbers to know when people roll. Okay. So a 15, yeah, he's obviously lying. He's just kind of looking at horses, and he's got this really quizzical look on his face that looks like he's about to take a dump.
How dare you disrespect them?
I'm not just.
Beautiful
I don't,
beasts.
okay, I don't know what they're called.
Horse
Do horses even have names?
and horse.
Horse and horse? And that's better than my names because.
I can't say those ones.
Right, okay. Just don't yank too hard. They don't.
I'm
react
scrambling.
well. Okay, just tone it down. Take it down about 2 praetors. Breathe. Go to a moonlit place.
What?
The nighttime.
Right now?
Well, no,
With the horse?
Metaphorically.
Do I just tell it to go to moons?
Just try a yee or a yah or a gip.
Ah. Ah.
Try a yaw yeet.
Try it.
Yeet.
That's better. More cadence.
Yeet.
Okay, go ahead and give me an animal handling check with disadvantage for using yeet.
I respect it.
Come on!
I respect it.
There we go, an 8. The horse does nothing. It just kind of like...
What now?
Okay, well, it usually moves.
Does anyone know its name?
It's that one's called
Pulse.
Big Chungus. Just yep. And I'm gonna try and spur the horse on by shouting "Yip."
Sure, give me
Definitely not yeet.
give me an animal handling check.
With advantage because I didn't use yeet.
Cowards.
22. Yeah, seemingly the word yeet does not belong in the horse's lexicon, so therefore it does not seem to respond to it. But luckily, yip seemed to work, and the horse begins to move.
Yeah, you sure did.
And I like am holding the reins above my head.
Okay, I'm just gonna like grab your hands, like, and just bring them down a little bit. Just there. Don't. Look at her face. It's adorable. Okay. Yep. Just loosey goosey.
Horse.
Every
Relax.
single one of Freda's muscles are tense right now. Like, it's
Look, just. I'm
gonna
just gonna like,
sprain
do
something.
the shoulder thing. Just relax, loosen. There's tension. Yep. God, you're terrifying when you smile. Okay.
I'm so happy.
Lucky, why don't you go ahead and give me an animal handling check if you're still driving the other cart? Did we lose Lucky? No.
Sorry, I got a message from my mom.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry.
Animal handling check if you're driving the other cart.
Yes. Hopefully. Oh, look at that.
22.
Wow.
That's what you get for not using yeet. Okay,
Wow.
so the travels continue as you guys head to Khozhal's. Okay. The travel goes without a problem. After another day of travel, you make camp for the night, and you head out for the last bit of the journey. And I'd like more animal handling checks, please. Portnatus, Preda, and Lucky. One last one, please. Okay, a 20 from Lucky, a 9 from Preda, which seems like it should
Seems
be
appropriate.
accurate. Yeah, it kind of seems appropriate.
I'm just trying to do damage control on how she's handling this horse.
There's been moments where I've just thrown grain at its head while we're going. It was hungry.
Not while it's riding. Okay. I really want to take the reins from her, but she's like so happy.
And you can't physically. She's so tensed right now. You're gonna be so sore. Like it's this. You are just
Disadvantage for anything with my arms forever.
Athletics check is totally disadvantage right now. 100%. Like everything's just burning with lactic acid. So after another half day or so of travel, you guys head to Khozhal's house. It's a little bit warmer here, and it hasn't snowed for the rest of your journey. So there's the snow has kind of melted a little bit, slightly warmer as you've gone down the foothills to the lower elevation, and you head to Khozhal's house, which is a beautiful home out in the middle of nowhere, in this sort of grove of trees surrounded by like these hills. It's a beautiful, picturesque home, and it's a bit shocking that it's this amazing place is just kind of out in the middle of nowhere, at the base of the foothills.
Fairy tale, don't you think?
It's lovely.
Each their own, I guess.
Do we have to go in it?
What people's homes look like?
Wow.
Where do the horses stay?
None of the ones I've ever lived in.
I've never seen a house this big.
Then again, half of them were underground.
There's a little small like stable area. You can see one horse head kind of like poking out. The horse, I mean, you can tell immediately. It looks healthy. It looks like a sort of general, like a healthy animal. Everything's like well kept and maintained. As you guys start to approach the house, you see that there's a sign on one of the trees that just says, "Keep away. We don't want any."
I don't think you'll ever want to leave this place. I wouldn't even want to leave this place.
Any of what?
Any
I think it's for
Maybe trinket
unsolicited
sellers and stuff. Yeah.
which we're not. So
Well, it can be. I hope my hand is a little trinket in it. Huh?
the sign specifically says they don't want any.
I close my hand and I say some words, and a little glimmer and a little sound. I open it and it's gone. Huh? How about that?
What any do they mean?
Right. I do hope that your combat magic is a lot more effective.
That's just a little trick I've been playing with. I've been bored on the journey here, so.
Well,
Baron
the noises
Fulton.
coming from your tent when board noises.
Baron Volpen, there's no like traps or anything around this house, right?
You guys are still approaching the house. So Baron Vilpen is in his own carriage up in the front.
Maybe we'd stop by the sign then to...
Well, you would actually stop by the sign because you see that there's a figure, a very large looming figure that steps out in front of Baron Vilpen's carriage. It's easy to see that this figure is a dragonborn. Yeah, a pretty big one. And he's got sort of blue scales, and he's wearing sort of like leathers, and he's probably about 7 feet tall or so, big guy, and you can hear him just kind of with his booming voice say, "Halt there!"
Oh, I hope he's not one of the sanctimonious ones.
What sanctimonious ones?
Have you met many dragonborn? They're not
Yeah,
all
no.
like... Is it Urfi?
Urfi.
Urfi.
Yeah. They're not all like Urfi. Well,
What are
By
they
the
like?
way, I think the big things that you got from that story were just how badass Dadan and Urfi are. Like, I mean, Urfi fucked that void dragon up so bad. Like,
And
I-
took a hit from one.
I think
Dadan.
Urfi did something like 100 damage or close to it in one turn or something versus a void dragon.
Urfi,
Tristana
Urfi was the
also
MVP of
took-
7th Eon. Like,
oh yeah. There's no way it would have gone down without Urfi.
Yeah.
mhm.
So Baron Vilpan and Shin get out of the carriage.
I'm also gonna get down.
Yeah, I'll head on.
Yeah, I'm getting out as well.
And Shin sort of like walks up to this dragonborn. She says,
Excuse me. So sorry to bother you. Heskin, was it?
What do you want, gnome?
I was hoping that myself and Baron Randolphus Vulpen of Foxden would be able to converse with Khozahl, if he would be willing.
You know very well that Khozahl is not willing to speak to you further.
I would appreciate it if you could suggest the possibility with the Baron and myself traveling for the better part of 4 days.
Khozahl has rules. You know them. Why are you here? He sent you away the last time.
As I said, we have been traveling for some time, and if you could please broach the...
Look, I'm sorry, Heskin.
That is my name.
May I ask what you do here?
I am the groundskeeper and personal guard of Khozahl.
Right. Okay. Well, we have very important business to speak to Khozahl about. As my representative Shin here has said, I am Baron Vulpan of Foxden. I wouldn't have come here unless it was very important. If you could please, as a favor to me, just speak to Khozahl about the fact that we are here to hopefully see him. We have brought a gift for him as well, for his time. You see some, like, frost form around the nostrils of Heskin, and sort of a... you can see his breath start to come from his mouth.
I will speak to Khozahl, but you will stay here.
That's fine. I don't have a problem with that. We'll wait here until his response.
Very well.
Heskin walks off.
Looks like the force option has just been upgraded to difficult.
Maybe we can just take him?
I don't know if we should. I mean...
Oh, we definitely shouldn't. No.
But we could.
But that might be better than fighting that thing.
But isn't taking him... Doesn't that result in us having to fight him?
Probably, yes. Well, it depends. Perhaps he'll be agreeable.
So, after about an hour, Heskin starts to come back.
Hour?
An hour. Baron Vulpan is walking back and forth. He's been pacing. You can hear he's gotten into, like, arguments with Shin this whole time. And finally Heskin comes back. And he says,
Khozahl has agreed to speak with you.
would it be all right if the rest of my people came as well?
Very well. You may hitch up your horses to the stable.
Thank you. We'll be in just a minute. I rolled a natural 1 for Khozahl.
He really wants to see us so badly.
Thank God you're here.
So, you guys tie up the carriages and whatnot, and from the upper window, and this place has 2 chimneys. You can see both of them are kind of smoking. I mean, it's still cold. There's maybe some frost on some of the plants and things, but this place is very picturesque. Even in this very brutally cold start to winter. It's a little bit warmer down here, maybe a few degrees here and there. But you tie up the horses and hitch them, and you head inside. it's a very nice place. The front door sort of leads to a small hallway, which has there's a very like library-like smell in this place. You can smell paper like as soon as you walk in, and you can see that there is no candle. There's no candles lit here. There are magical lights that are all around the place, but no candlelight at all. As you walk in, you can see that there are there's some coats and things that are hung up by the door, sort of a typical kind of entranceway to a home. It's a very expensive looking like furniture and things. Really weird for a place like this in the middle of nowhere. It's like a mansion basically. Like it's an extremely nice place. This is probably the kind of place that Mason was hoping, or not Mason. Sir Chapelmound was expecting when he came to Foxden. It's a stunningly beautiful home, you can smell that sort of like fireplace smell on top of the paper, but you don't really see any fire anywhere around. There's some artwork that's hung up that looks like it's made by very talented artists. You know, you see some like beautiful pictures of Queen Cassis there, and sort of like picturesque landscapes and whatnot. Heskin kind of leads you inside, and he says,
Shoes.
Just what?
"Excuse me?
Take off your shoes.
Take off my shoes? Why would I take off my shoes?"
Do you want to meet with Khozahl or not?
Yeah. Okay.
Is that weird? Like, I mean, because in the real world,
It's really annoying when you go to someone's house and they say, take your shoes off. I'm not prepared to get undressed in your house.
Same. And like, I don't know how clean your floors are.
I just take them off.
Yeah, I take off my
There's this awkward scene.
Big metal fucking boots.
There's this awkward scene of everybody kind of like taking their shoes off. Like Baron Vilpen is like, he's like holding on to Portnaeus' shoulder, like as he's trying to take a boot off.
A little chintzy and grandma, isn't it?
In
Why
what
can't we have
way?
shoes?
Taking off your shoes before you go into the house.
What?
Well, to be fair, it is a little bit. Well, I mean, it's a pretty nice place.
It's big.
It's very
Don't
nice.
care for the decor.
I would.
Our original
live
home
here
was the
if I
size of the
could.
stables, so this is very odd.
Yeah, more
The horses.
They're fine,
We
Prada.
tied them up. I watched you do it. It was fine. And I did double check because you forgot to actually tie them to anything, but they're fine.
I love them.
I know you do. I know you truly, truly do.
So, after you guys start to walk through the house, you come across a really amazing library. There is a room about the size of a living room that is devoted to volumes and volumes of books.
Now that's how you decorate.
This is it's probably like 20-foot high ceiling, the sort of central room. And it's weird to see, right? Like the central room of this house is kind of devoted to a giant library. There is a ladder on wheels that's connected to the wall so that it can kind of swing around through the stacks of the books. And on this ladder, you see a small gnomish woman who is sort of, she's sitting on the ladder, like one of the ladder steps, reading a book about the size of her. She's got blonde hair, and she looks very young. Gnomes generally have a sort of young appearance, even though they can be very old. They live for a very long time, but she still looks young for a gnome. She's not even noticed you guys walking into the house, but she says,
Hello, Heskin.
not even lifting her head up from the book, and he says,
Cleo.
and he walks past the library and he says,
Please do not dilly-dally in the library. I was speaking to our guests.
Guests?
she finally looks up from the book, and she says,
Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Does Master Khozahl know? You've brought people into his home? Oh my. Oh my.
Who is this tiny human?
It's okay, we were invited.
Ophelia, go talk to it.
Invited? That's impossible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
Master Khozahl has given his approval.
His approval?
she slides down the ladder in a practiced manner, makes her way to the bottom. She puts on these giant glasses. They're way too big for her face, and they look like the lenses are like Mr. Magoo thick. And her eyes are like really...
No stereotypes.
They're really large and kind of Gollum-like. She just kind of... She like walks up to you with her book about the size of her torso that she's hefting to her side, and she says,
Welcome. I am apprentice Cleo Bumblewhistle Shiny Esterhouse Musgraven.
All those things are your name, huh?
Well, I shortened it.
Can I just call you
Right.
Cleo? Is that okay?
Why would you do that? He also does that.
I'm not very smart, you see. It's hard for me to remember a lot of things. Cleo's nice and short.
I'll never understand.
Well, do
Not
you have
gnomes.
it written down somewhere?
Excuse me?
Do you have your name written down somewhere?
I have it written down many places.
Could you write it down for me?
Of course. Do you have a sheaf of paper? Never mind,
I
never
do
mind.
not.
she kind of starts to ruffle through her clothing. She pulls out the scroll, bit of parchment. She starts, she takes out like a quill and she starts writing, spells it out.
Can you spell it out in the thing? Because I didn't
Absolutely.
get any of that when you said her name.
That's the point. That's the way that they speak. That's the way that gnomes speak.
Cleo Bumblewhistle Shiny Esterhouse Musgrave. Oh, I love it.
And yeah, so she writes it for you, and she says,
I hope that it will be in many books in the future.
I'm sure it will.
Yes. So, you were saying that Master Khozahl was going to meet with these people? It took me months of begging and pleading to become his apprentice. Possibly, wait. No, 3 years.
That's a long time. But you've made it, so
Yes, I have.
Oh, you must
You
have
should
dilly-dallied
very
in the
proud.
library.
If you'll excuse us, Miss Musgraven, we were on our way to speak with him. We have some very urgent news to speak to Master Khozahl about. Very well. I will show you the way with Mr. Heskin here. Follow me.
there's a spiral staircase on the far side of the, well, I guess not on the far side, but more to the left of the library. That sort of leads up to the third floor of this house. As you make your way up, there is a door at the end of the spiral staircase. Plastered all over the door, you see "Do not disturb. Important research being done."
Research, I thought he was retired.
Cleo,
Yes.
It's
What
Cleo
exactly-
Bumblewhistle Shiny Esterhouse Musgraven.
Thank
Right.
you.
Cleo Bumble Whistle Shiny Esterhouse Musgraven. What exactly does he study?
What doesn't Master Khozahl study? He's quite learned. Brilliant man. I hope one day to be as well-versed in as many subjects as he is. He speaks over 13 languages, and he is also the foremost scholar in regards to various forms of literature, as well as various historical events, and, well, I could go on.
Why did he leave the college?
She looks towards Heskin.
It's not really my place to say.
It's just some knowledge.
Tch. just, just
I'm
some,
nervous.
some knowledge.
To impart to me, yes, please. I would like some knowledge.
Sir, knowledge is the most important thing, sir. I'm
Yes,
sorry, what was your
with-
name?
Withholding knowledge. My name is Pontanias.
Yes,
Portanias. My name is Portanias.
you seem confused by your own name. Are you sure?
Sorry, I misspoke. So are you trying to withhold some knowledge?
Knowledge, while extremely valuable, is to be given to the people that deserve such knowledge, sir.
Deserve the knowledge?
Yes.
So you would retain information and knowledge from people?
Of course.
Does that not go against anything that a teacher, a learned person, would believe?
Perhaps it would be best if so should we knock, or how does this work?
It's best if you simply wait.
Wait
Yes. Wait.
here on the staircase.
Yes.
For how long?
Do you have rations?
Yes,
Do?
plenty.
I also might have something for you to look at if you are interested.
Look at?
Well, you said you're studying under the professor, so we have some items that we found, and maybe in the meantime you could help us.
Oh yes, those scrolls that I couldn't read.
What about the rings?
Oh no, don't
Well,
worry.
there's 3 scrolls that we believe might be of goblin origin.
Those are taken care of. We
Well,
can
Oh.
just
yet
do the
they
rest
aren't.
and such.
I thought
Miss Bumblewhistle Shiny Esterhouse Musgraven, do you speak Goblin?
Unfortunately, it's not one of the languages that I know.
well, in that case,
I do speak Ancient Celestial.
Oh, wow. What does that sound like?
It sounds like.
Oh, so it's a little bit different than your average celestial, although there's really nothing average about celestial at all. I speak celestial, you see, so
There are certain intonations that are different. Thank you.
of course.
Sorry,
That
what
was
did you just say?
I said it was nice to meet you all.
But
I
very
speak to
regally.
Infernal, I say. It's nice to meet you too.
In Infernal?
Yeah.
What does that sound like? She says, "You're right, yeah.
I think it's rude if we speak. I can understand this, but I really
Can't see my languages anymore for some reason. Oh wait.
The door.
It's also nice to meet.
The door at the top of the stairs opens, and at the door, you see this man, dark-skinned, short beard, short hair, sort of well-dressed looking, and very angry, staring down the stairs. He says,
There was something mentioned about a gift, Baron Volpan. Please don't waste my time.
Baron Volpan says, Master Khozahl, if we could have a talk. Is there a place for everyone to sit? He sort of like looks down the stairs, slowly peering further and further to count the rest of you. He closes his eyes and says,
Fine.
You see this look of complete shock on Cleo's face. Her jaw is detached from shock, and she stares at Master Khozahl, and she says,
I had to wait a week.
and that's where we're going to end the session today.
damn.
Do hope I'm the gift.
Oh God.
You're something, all right.
I
Good job.
can't wait until the rest of us find out what those goddamn scrolls are about. I'm gonna lose my shit. I am going to lose my shit once again.
No.
Ready?
Oh, I was confused because I was like, why didn't they know? But not everyone was there. I thought most of us were there.
No.
No,
No,
it was
it was
just
just
Locke.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You guys probably saw about the scrolls. You probably just assumed that Locke showed them to them.
So you haven't told us at all?
Yeah, he came back and said
He lied.
he misdirected. No, he didn't lie. He misdirected. He told some of the things that Earthy said to us.
He said it was
very cleverly phrased, so he didn't have to roll a check.
Wow, how did I completely miss that?
I
Yeah.
appreciate that craftsmanship, Scott.
well done.
Good session, everybody. Good job.
Bitch.
What happened? Good lord.
So yeah.
Best part of the episode is Praetor not riding, but trying to drive a horse.
I've never
That
like
was face.
that is so on brand. Prada, like I wouldn't have even ever thought of that. But like seeing Prada be a horse person, not understanding horses, is like to me the most Prada thing.
I'm gonna see that.
Like
face
that
in my
deserves
dream.
inspiration in my books. Like I don't know if I were DM, but I'm not. Like, oh god, just a crazy horse girl.
The overly attached girlfriend of horse people.
Oh my gosh. So
I'm sleeping
ridiculous.
with the horses, by the way, for a long run.
Yeah, that's
Like I am
Prada
in
MVP
there.
for me.
The
today.
hilarious thing is your version of sleeping with the horses is actually like 50 feet away from them.
Yeah.
And like
Buried in hay.
Staring at them.
Just
like,
my eyes.
every time you
don't
wake
see.
up,
I can still smell them.
every time you wake up during the night, you like scooch like an inch closer. You're still like 50 feet away.
Have you seen it's got knees?
Look at the little shoes.
Look at the size of that turd.
Look at its little shoes. I'm gonna save like one perfectly cylindrical turd. No idea why.
Hey, listen.
It's wrapped up.
It's been proved on Mythbusters you can polish a turd.
Mm-hmm.
Just need some jeans.
what?
Yeah. They
Oh,
polish a
they
turd.
polished a turd. Yeah. You ever seen the mud balls they polish?
Yeah,
Like
but
that,
like
but
that's highly compressed.
Like coprolite's polished. So...
You also compress the poop a lot.
Gross. I hate it.
I hate everything.
Yeah, they did it with jeans, boy fruit. Yep, go watch it.
Boyfriend jeans.
That's his issue here.
Yeah, not the main shit.
Not, you know what, this
The fact that they
I would have thought of microfiber cloth, if anything.
So why don't we go around the room? Let's do some shout outs to wrap things up for the night. Let's start with Mr. Zagonicles.
Hey everybody, I'm Zgodicus. I played Locke the Tiefling Warlock. You can go to zgodic.us and follow me there. That's my Twitch channel. I'll be streaming tomorrow. And I currently have a poll up if you want to go vote on the poll. If you help me decide what we're going to be playing while we're streaming. I also have more stuff I do here on Tablestory. I was here yesterday for the awesome Crash City. Check that out. It's awesome. Cyberpunk goodness. It's great. I play a guy who has a gun and shit stuff. It's great. And then Sector 49 is on Mondays. That's Judge Dredd in the world of 2080 RPG. And over there, I play Tucker Morley, who is a driver, kind of tinkerer, that kind of person. And he does what he does for his family. And finally, I'll have this Godcast. My podcast will be launching sometime soon. Stay tuned. Follow me on Twitter at Scoticus for more news on that. And yeah, I'm just... getting a bunch of the stuff set up for it. Website, I got a Patreon almost ready to go. And I've got one guest booked, another guest kind of like, yeah, sure, I'll do it, and then more to come. So it's all coming together, and I hope you guys will listen to that when it comes out. Thank you.
Thank you. Peachy?
Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. I got to be a bit more Portaneous today. First time, every time. I'll be streaming tomorrow, twitch.tv/peachypixelate. What am I gonna do? I don't know. Stumble over words for a bit, probably. That's kind of
Gloomhaven.
I'm not Gloomhavening, because I already have a current addiction, which is making characters in Second Life. It is
I'm
the
all
best.
Gloomhaven.
It's the best character creator I've ever played in my life. I just don't think I want to go to some of the... She's dead. She's dead. We should move on
Stay
quick.
there, Katie.
We need to get the paramedics. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. Vandy.
Hi guys, I'm Vandy. You can follow me on twitch.tv/omgvandy. And I'm also on Twitter and stuff. But I only stream on Saturdays and here on Sundays. So we've been going through some Subnautica and it's been awesome. That's pretty much it. I'm just gonna be doing school stuff for the next little bit. So nothing too exciting on my end. But you know what could be really exciting for you is if you used your Twitch Prime on this Tablestory account. Did you know you get Twitch Prime for free if you have Amazon Prime? And that means every month you can subscribe to your favorite caster or channel and support them. So come and get your free emotes with your free Twitch Prime sub every month. That's it. That's all I got.
I'll shoot you your $5 after the show. Thanks. Much appreciated. Thank you. Mac.
Hi. Thank you guys for watching. It was good to be back. I'm very curious to see if we can convince this person he's never gonna leave the house. But anyways, you can find me on twitch.tv/Makwanas. I'll be playing probably some Hunt soon because I finally have my new PC that I did not set up yet because I have to wait for my desk that's at work. And I don't know how to get it here on my bike. So, but I'll be streaming. I don't know when yet, just like PG.
Transport it on your bike.
Amazing.
Yeah, we got some Void Smoker fan art in the channel. That's a Gonicus link there.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Void Smoker. Much appreciated.
It's the Titanic scene.
Katie.
I love how it kind of has a bit of the skills.
I was just gonna point out Void Smoker's art. Void Smoker.
Void Smoker.
Void Smoker.
Right,
Void
that's fine.
Smoker.
Void Smoker. Void Smoker. You're very talented. That's beautiful. Hi, I'm Classy Katie. Again, I play Prada, the super neurotic, now horse-loving tiefling. The evolution of D&D is a beautiful thing. You can find me on twitch.tv/ClassyKatie. I stream every day, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., except today, because of this. This is the only show I'm on Tablestory. But if you didn't know, Tablestory has shows all week long of all different genres and varieties, which I think is pretty dope. So if you're like, meh, 5th edition ain't my shit, you should roll by for like some horror, or like the one where Zacatecus is a goddamn monkey. Like, you have options. You should come by.
Dead.
Also, if you have Amazon Prime,
the monkey is dead, Katie!
I'm sorry. Zacatecus used to be a monkey.
I'm a daddy. Oh, so-
And now he's a daddy, so he's Goldblum. It's fine.
Plus, he's
Moral
got a
of the
southern
story.
accent.
There's other genres that you should watch.
Okay, thank you, Katie. That transition, though. Thank you. I'm Wacksteven. I've been your GM of Doom. I have successfully dragged these characters kicking and screaming through the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Chat, you're fantastic. Much love to you. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Much appreciated. Thank you for the fan art, Void Smoker. Thank you for all the love, everybody. We really appreciate it, and it's just fantastic. Thank you. If you haven't done so, please make sure you follow all these wonderful people. They totally deserve it. Follows are free. And consider using a Twitch Prime on them. Go do it. Go hit the button and the stuff and the things. Or just throw them a regular sub. Whatever. Just go do it. Get some emotes. Make them happy. Pay their bills, etc.
Oh, fuck yeah. Go pay my bills. Don't sub to me. Go pay my fucking bills. We can do that?
That would be nice. I'll take that.
That's the next thing for streamers. We're gonna have they have the treat stream and all that. They gotta have like a bill stream.
Bill
Like,
stream.
it's like just take care of the
Student loan
electric bill.
stream.
Yeah, a student loan stream. Yeah, you must have donated this many bits to enter that stream. It's got to be 100,000 plus.
Please don't give them that idea.
Be self-streaming.
Oh, God.
Let's do it.
Yeah, if you guys haven't hopped on the Discord, go hang out on the Discord as well. We've got a wonderful community there. Lots of people that are looking for games and all kinds of other stuff. Come hang out with us. Come join us at our table. And thank you, Katie. Thank you, Mac. Thank you, Vandy. Thank you, Peachy. Thank you, Zacatecus, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow for Sector 49. And Friday, we've got the premiere of Halcyon Unbound, a new Masks superhero show that will be taking place. I've got NPCs that have already been sent in for Halcyon Unbound. We haven't even done the setting yet. You guys don't even know what it is, okay? Yes, it's superheroes, but you don't know what it is. Let me give you the setting first, okay? I appreciate the patronage. I do, okay? If you want to go help support Tablestory, go check out the Patreon. You can submit an NPC after the show has been launched. After we do an episode 0. For fuck's sake. Good night, everybody. Peace out.
Bye.
Bye.
It's-
Peace.